through it later, but now we have the public comment section.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Ms. Veronica Smith? Hamtramck resident, 3 minutes.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Veronica Smith, and I just come here. You've probably seen it in your email. I'm also sponsoring June 19th, okay? And with the one that's at GREGORY Park, he's been doing it for 3 years. So I don't want to take nothing away. This is going to be our first annual, Juneteenth. And what we want to do is, it's a family-friendly community affair. So what we want to do is start at Veterans Park, where people can load, because it's going to be a picnic, so they can bring their stuff to Veterans Park. And then the plan is to get buses to take them to GREGORY. And then we're going to march from GREGORY down to Joseph Campbell, and then break up and end up at the park for the overall affair. So I'm coming to you guys today. The fair is actually donation driven. Okay, so depending on what we get for donations, then that's how we have to, that's how we have to work. And also to let you guys know, when this go off, it's going to be a history-making thing for the city of Hamtramck, okay? And so we need y'all support so we can make it there, because it's going to be real, for real, because we've never seen nothing like this in the city of Hamtramck. So most of the council members and administration, I've sent you all emails, even me. I've sent all of you the it's called a donor box. And if you can't donate, maybe you can give some volunteering support or any type of support. Let's just come together as a community, okay? Because I love my city, Hamtramck. I've been here all my life, pretty much, okay? So let's do this, and let's do it right. Because the lights is going to be on the city of Hamtramck on June 19th. I guarantee you guys, okay? So I have some information. I can leave it on the table, and I really would appreciate anything that you guys can do. We take in-kind contributions, whatever. But one thing I can tell you guys, this is going to happen.
Thank you, Veronica. Thank you.
And thank you guys for listening.
Lynn Blasey?
Hello, Mayor and Council. First, I'd like to congratulate the All-Star Junior Coalition. And the question was already asked. I want to see the video. Super excited about that. So hopefully that gets circulated soon. And regarding the agenda items, Resolution 2023-65, I'm really excited about all the new development coming to the city. I do have a couple concerns about the Joseph Campo development, but specifically 12 residential units in that specific location. My concerns are around parking. We all know, we've already heard a lot of concerns about parking in that area of Hamtramck with the bike lanes and access to businesses, and I feel like, just figuring out where those 12 potential residents are going to park is something that needs to be considered. And I also am a little bit concerned. I was looking through the site plans, and it says in one spot that the bedroom, all the bedrooms have windows, but the buildings on either side are taller than that building. So I'm curious how those windows work, and the fire safety about that. Again, I'm really excited about this though. And then regarding resolutions 2023-66 and 67, the developments on 9509 Gallagher and 9466 McDougal. These are gorgeous. If you haven't seen the plans yet, I think they're really gorgeous. It's my understanding it's the same developer, same plan for both sites. My concern with that development is a basement apartment in Hamtramck seems fairly ill-advised with the history of flooding in the city. And so I'm just really curious what precautions they're taking against flooding, and if they're aware of the history of flooding in Hamtramck. Because I'd hate for someone, for them to develop a gorgeous basement apartment and then we get a huge storm and it's all underwater, and then the residents are asking for help and have lost everything. And then just a couple more things. Resolution 2023-68. I am in support of the vehicle purchases. It's been discussed at council on a number of occasions how the fire department needs upgrades to their vehicles and their fleet and everything, and I think this is a really solid step in that direction to be a fully functioning fire department that serves our community. And then, can I have another minute? I promise to not use the whole thing. Regarding Resolution 2023-70, I'm really excited that we're bringing youth interns to Hamtramck again, if you guys approve, of course. And I'm curious if there's opportunities for the right student to help with things like, or to learn about grant writing and help with the CED or help with the elections in the clerk's office, and what opportunities there are for youth to really engage in meaningful ways outside of just beautification. Beautification is really important, but I was just curious what other opportunities there are for these young people coming in to get some real-world job experience in our city. Thank you.
I plan on taking them on board, by the way.
Can I respond one quick thing?
Yeah, sure.
Is it Rami's?
Hold on. I just wanted to add, Lynn, just to respond to your, is there other opportunities at City Hall? We're actually partnering with Michigan Works right now, where Michigan Works is sponsoring youth in our City Hall in pretty much almost every department. So police has signed up for it, third floor, clerk's office, pretty much any department in City Hall is available for that.
Awesome. That's good. Thank you.
Ramis Wadud from ACLU, right?
Yep,
Detroit resident?
Detroit resident.
3 minutes.
Good evening, council members. My name is Ramis Wadud. I'm an attorney at the ACLU of Michigan, the American Civil Liberties Union. We're a civil rights organization based in Detroit, but our work spans statewide. I'm a Detroit resident, but I consider Hamtramck my second home. My mom has worked in the community for the last 15 or so years. My family's active in the community as well. I wanted to come here today to express the ACLU's concerns about the adoption of automated license plate readers. I know today's presentation from the representative from Publlic is strictly informational, and so I wanted to join this conversation early to express concerns that have been raised nationwide about the potential impact of license plate readers on privacy and on the civil rights of the residents of Hamtramck. And I'll start with the bottom line, is that adopting a network of cameras around the city of Hamtramck essentially would treat every resident of Hamtramck, every visitor to Hamtramck, as a potential suspect in whatever crime is being investigated, auto theft, break-ins, whatever it may be. I understand safety is important, but we must be careful before turning every potential resident, every visitor into a potential suspect. That makes so many people feel much less safe than cameras would make people feel more safe. There are specific issues that have been raised across the country, even in the state of Michigan, regarding data, how long the data is held. Essentially, the representative from Publlic said that data would be stored for 30 days, which creates a database of essentially every person passing through the city, every person living in the city, a 30-day-old database of whenever the city police department wants to search a database, they can reach almost every resident and visitor in Hamtramck. Another issue with data sharing, especially in cities with a large immigrant community. We've seen cities propose using the data pulled from license plate readers to share with ICE and with the Border Patrol to help with immigration enforcement. Also, issues with accuracy. Like all technology, this isn't going to be 100% accurate. You're going to capture an image of a license plate in a fast-moving car, you're going to get a letter wrong, a number wrong, and you're going to send the police to have a confrontation with someone who's not an actual suspect in the crime. And so I'll leave it there today, is that this is the beginning of a conversation about the benefits and about the concerns about license plate readers, and it's your responsibility as a council to consider those concerns and at the very least implement very strict safeguards as far as how this technology is used, as far as how long the data is stored, and how the data is shared, if at all, with agencies outside of the city of Hamtramck. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Bill Meyer.
Okay.
Information's in the house today.
Yeah, ACLU, all right. I'm a member of that group. That's a great group. Looking out for people, yes. But I'm not going to talk about that issue. I'll say that to the end because I assume you haven't changed the rules yet. Then we got to talk about it. agenda items at the end only. Okay. So I just want to say I missed my favorite entertainment in Hamtramck for the last few meetings. I'm sorry. But I really appreciate the work you do, and it's always great to see you all. But I got good news to say this year. And most of you know, because I sent John an email, but Hamtramck, I read it in several sources, I get several emails and looked it up, that Hamtramck is the fastest growing city in Michigan. That's an amazing thing to think out of, what, 1,400 municipalities, and we're the fastest growing? That's a good sign. Also, where the owner-occupied homes have increased 55% in the last 5 years, and we've always tried to avoid absentee landlords who love to just make money off of buildings and not keep them up and ruin the city. But now we have a lot more owner-home buildings. So, owner-occupied homes, I mean. So one of the great ways to attract people to the city, which is something that we've never had since I've lived there, at least for 20 years or more. And I looked through this directory, Hamtramck directory, and there's no category for it in here, in either one. Why don't we have a hotel or a motel? Why don't we have public housing for people to come in, for guests to come in and stay in town? That's what brings people to the city. You have to have some place to stay when you go. I know we got bed and breakfast and all that stuff. I mean, what do they call it? Airbnb. But hotels and motels are quickies, and when you see them there, it's a lot of people use them. So we never have them. So the reason I bring this up is because my friend Ayad here, I think, is offering a new construction in Hamtramck for the first time that I know of. That it's going to be multiple dwelling, short term, and it's going to allow guests to come into this town, stay for a short time, and learn about our city. It's a beautiful thing. So I totally support what he's doing, and I'm sure you guys do. So that's pretty much what I'll say right now. But since I have a whole minute left to talk, let me
50
say,
seconds.
Oh, 50 seconds left to talk. But I can ask for another minute if I
You
may.
could.
You know, people are enforcing the garbage can law now, you know. That's good because everyone just out there. Well, but now you have to put them in your yard, and they have to be in there up until the day your garbage can, then you put them out for the garbage, and then you have to have them out. There's half the houses in my alley here have no way to get these garbage cans into their yard. That's how bad it is. Their houses like that got this sort of space in the garage, and they don't all have gates to get into the yard. Some have their back fence totally closed off. So, I mean, we have to help these people who don't know how to get their garbage cans out of the alley. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Ms. Josephine, Hamtramck resident, 3 minutes.
I've got 2 minutes. I've got a question for you. With me is the problem because my husband, he got a heart attack a couple of times. And then sometime I park in the alley. Like I bring something, you know, I can come from the outside and the alley couple minutes, I want to take my stuff, you know, put in a car and they give you ticket right away. It's not right for elderly people because I'm not parking to park. I don't have a garage, so I just park like this. And the couple minutes I take my stuff, or like I want to put something, you know, like I bring the back of the door or something, I can come from outside. I have to bring from the alley, but they give you ticket right away. So it's not right for the people in Hamtramck. I understand, alley is supposed to be nice and clean, and I do all the time. And the second thing is meter in Hamtramck, because so many people sometimes stop me and upset, I got a ticket. I put them in the meter, my money, 75 cents, not 25, whatever. And then I got a ticket. Like I got this ticket, and then a lot of people, I'm just living here close to the city hall, stop me, where's the city hall? I paid the ticket. Elderly people come and people, they don't want to come to Hamtramck. You know where they park? They park everywhere in the corner where there's no meter. It's not right for the people too, because we're losing the people. We don't have no residents coming to Hamtramck because I'm scared to come. They don't want to go to restaurant. They go into restaurant, they park in the corners, walking, they say, because the parking is very expensive. They should do something too for people to bring the people. And the third one is they clean the Joseph Campo. Like I walk sometimes, it's so dirty. The people who are, working over there, who have businesses, they should keep cleaning and put the flower like before, very nice, and keep all this. And the special, like you say, is that a lot of kids play right here. They play the soccer and everything. The soccer, they go everywhere, and they're going, and then they want to hit them. The speeding is so bad for them. Sometimes I just say, I hope they don't get a kill and they close to police. So this is my point, and this is my problem. So I would like to, and especially in an alley with this, don't get the ticket because it's very expensive. And then I don't want to, like, I can bring nothing from outside, they take a couple minutes to unpark and park and they leave. So this is my big problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would recommend that you connect with the city manager to discuss those issues.
Okay,
Maybe there's a way to help you.
okay.
And I wish we can solve the parking meter issue, but it wasn't us who brought
I
it.
know, I understand.
Bring me that parking
It's the
ticket.
big problem.
Bring it to the city manager, the parking ticket.
Yeah, a lot of people come and a couple African American will come and ask me, what is the elderly people? What is the ticket?
Okay.
I got a ticket. I said, where's
All
the
right,
place?
thank you. So communicate with Max, hopefully.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Any